Pip here, back for another update. Let's take a look at this coin called FLR. Really interested in this structure, and the reason it stands out to me is because this does look like Wyckoff accumulation. We already have price-based capitulation going down by a little bit over 99% from the highs. So notice how we come down in an impulsive fashion. We have a five-wave move down from April 2021 down to May 2022. You have a three-wave move up for your wave 2 towards August 2022, and then you have an explosive five-wave move towards October 2023, and then within that five-wave move you form a little bit of an ending diagonal, and then you blast off a little bit over 600% for your wave 4, going into the February high right here. And you see how we use this level as our supply zone, how we rejected off of it in 2023 and then drop by over 83%. Well, we did the same thing over here in February, where we rejected off of this supply zone and then we went down by 77%. So now there's two scenarios that I see here. The first scenario would be that we form a range and we're currently within the fifth wave. So this was your wave 4 and we're having our fifth wave down. Okay? And within that wave 5, we're currently within subwave 5. So subwave 5 of 5 within this ending diagonal. You see how the waves are overlapping like this? And then the fifth wave would sweep this psychological low on October 2023 just by a hair and then push up. So this would be considered your spring, where all of the retail panic and sell their bags, loss of supply enters into the market, and the composite operator, or in other words, the hidden hand, buys up all of that fear, causes a spring, causes a bottom to form. You have your initial advance, your throwback, and then you have a move back up to this supply zone here. So this supply zone would be sitting at 0.039 and 0.048. See a little bit of a retrace, and then finally have your range expansion towards 25 to 33 cent. Okay, so the target. So now that's the bearish scenario, right? The bearish scenario states that we still have one more push to go down, one last shakeout. The bullish scenario states that all we would need to see over here is a daily close above 0.02, right? For a little bit extra confirmation, it would be 0.02 to 0.021. So these two levels right over here on FLR. Once you get above these two yellow lines over here on the daily time frame, then it's very likely that our correction is done, and instead of this being a wave 4, this is your wave 1, and then this is your A, B, C down, and then we start our impulsive move up from here, right? So now in the case that we get a daily closure above these two yellow lines, then it's likely we're going to have a wave 3 towards this level here, right? At around 0.065, see a little bit of a retrace from there, and then continue up for a wave 5. Now this wave 4 would be a little bit more complex because this wave 2 is very simple. This goes hand in hand with the alternation theory within the Elliott. This goes hand in hand with the alternation topic within the Elliott wave theory. And then our wave 5 would likely take you to 25 to 26 cent with the possibility of a wick towards 30 cent. So this would be the bullish scenario, right? The bullish scenario states that this is your wave 1. This is your A, your B, your C, and this C wave swept the lows of November 2024. This is your manipulation. This is your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you come down for your correction, okay? Something I've also noticed here on FLR is that take a look at FLR, right? Take a look at FLR and then also take a look at Monero. So this is a very similar wave 2 structure to that of Monero. I'll show you guys over here. You can see that on the small time frame. Look what Monero did, right? So you have a rising wedge-like structure, right? Like this. Rising wedge-like structure here. And then you just manipulate down to the 50%. I was actually showing this in my second last update on Flare in the Discord. I was showing that we would come down to the 50 and then blast off from there. I think that was my that was my update in May that I gave to the Discord members. So if we take a fib on Monero from this low up to this high, we can see here that it comes down to the 50, you see? Comes down to the 50, manipulates down, and then blasts off. So we could see seeing something similar here because we've come down to the 50 here. So like I said, I would like to see a move above those two yellow lines in order to confirm that we're indeed going in for the expansion. Otherwise, we're going to come down and manipulate down below the October 2023 lows. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The major targets would be sitting at around 11 to 13 cent, 17 to 19 cent, and then 25 to 30 cent. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. Peace out. Take it easy. See you guys in the next one.